Odd name, but I hear you. Hello, real one. Good morning, peoples. Aha, aha, aha. Let's get these hearts pumping. Good morning, Miss Cleo. Hola. I don't know that much, but I can say that. Don't get me out here speaking a language I can't really speak. Thank you, fashion. I don't want to sit here in fraud. Good morning, guys. Can you guys get the hearts pumping? Good morning, Elena. Hi, Jocelyn in YouTube land. Hello. Y'all, I'm starting to have regulars in YouTube. That is crazy. Good morning, guys. Good morning. It's crazy. Hi, T. Hey, Elizabeth. Hi, Sherry. Sherry, yes. I said that wrong. I'm so sorry, sweetheart. You are news. Hi, Sharon's. Good morning, guys. Y'all don't have to start gifting off the rip. Just wait until I start saying some shit that ain't supposed to be said. That was the rules. That was the rules of the live. You gotta wait until I start saying some fucked up stuff and then keep the place pumping. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hey, good morning, y'all. Can we get the hearts pumping? We got a lot. If you can see my recap video, let me know. If you can see it, let me know. If you can't, let me know. Oh, thank you, Butter. Hey, Melissa. Hi, T. You did? Okay, you give me life with the facts. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Today, the video was actually really long because I missed stuff from yesterday, so I was trying to encompass everything. So I barely made it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's get these hearts up to 10K, and then we can keep it moving. Now, in order for me to say what I have to say, the hearts have to keep pumping the whole time. Yes, it's Sweetie. I don't know why they changed my name. Oh, hey, Sweetie. They changed your name on YouTube. Can they do that? Can you believe folks actually thought Kamala Harris was going to run for governor of Cali? Look, whatever this woman decides to do, I'm going to stick beside her. Whatever she decides to do, I'm going to stick beside her. Okay? 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 All right. Now that we're up and running, let's get to it because it's a lot of shit. So, we've got another virus outbreak in China. As many things as China creates, y'all got to stop creating goddamn viruses, okay? There's another outbreak. I can't even pronounce the goddamn name of this shit. It's Chika Kanye. I don't know. It's CHIKUNGUNYA. I can't pronounce that shit. But it has reportedly taken over 7,000 cases, and it is spreading through mosquitoes. Thank God in Georgia, mosquito season is about to be over. You know, after a certain time, they kind of go somewhere else. So, they got to go. But if you got mosquitoes year round in your country, baby, Chicken Kanye, I'm done with you. But that's kind of how it... Chick-gung... No, I'm not finna disrespect their language like that. I'm not finna disrespect their language like that. I'm just going, it's on here. If you can go to my video if you want to see how it's actually writ. Actually did. Thank you, Angelica, because I ain't finna fuck up their shit. But it's 7,000 cases and they cannot get it under control. So let's just hope that shit don't spread over here. We already got, the FDA shut down basically, and JFK has shut down the MNRA virus that helped with COVID and the flu virus. Both of them are gone. They said they can find something better. I'm sorry, I don't shut down shit. I'm gonna put it like this. I don't quit a job unless I have another job behind me. Why would you shut down these vaccines if you ain't got shit to replace it? That's just common sense. You don't shut down something until you have something behind it. Like, because if there's a flu outbreak, you ain't got shit. You don't have nothing. Now, if they want to find something better, fine. But at least have something to back it up. And they don't have shit. Speaking of not having shit, weather stations are now trying to recruit everybody back. Trump realized how much he had fucked up by firing everybody, like meteorologists and radar people and everybody that's part of making sure that we are safe. They're now trying to get everybody back after Doge cut everybody. You know how many people said, fuck y'all, I'm not coming back? Like, there are a lot of people leaving the country and going other places to work and do meteorology work, because there are people that speak English in other countries that may need that. Like, baby. And I heard about that South Park. South Park, stay on their neck. Stay on their neck, South Park. Please and thank you, okay? Because that shit was funny. They made JD Vance a little baby. I'm sorry, but South Park is coming back. They about to be better than The Simpsons. If they keep doing this shit, they about to be better than The Simpsons. I concur. But yeah, y'all already know that Snap is cutting soda, junk food, and candy. Now, this is not our fault. It's 12 states have already agreed to it. You got Idaho, Utah, Colorado, Nebraska, Iowa, Oklahoma, Texas, Louisiana, Florida, Indiana, and West Virginia. Yeah, so all of them, if you have SNAP benefits, soda, candy, and junk foods, processed foods like chips and shit, Little Debbie's and stuff, they won't let y'all get that. I'm going to tell you like this. I grew up on food stamps. When I was in college, I was on food stamps. Yes, in college, I was on food stamps. And there's only so much you can get. And the healthier the food choices are, the more expensive they are. Okay? So parents have to do what they have to do. They just do. And if you've never been on food stamps and you've never had to live off of them, shut the fuck up. You don't know what it's like. And that's just real shit. If you don't know what it's like, you should not be putting your 2 cents in. At all. I can say that because my mom, with 4 children, worked 2 jobs and still needed food stamps. My mom worked 2 jobs, had 4 kids, and still needed food stamps. Now, I do know there are some people who use food stamps and they do fucked up shit, and I'm not negating that. I'm not ignoring that at all. There are some people that do abuse the food stamps, and that's fucked up. But for the people that don't, they should not be reprimanded, because kids like soda. They like candy. They like snacks. And sometimes that's all you have enough to get at some days. So I do think this is fucked up. You should let the parents decide what they should get their kids, not you. Okay? And if you ain't never been on it, please shut up. You don't know what it is. It used to be embarrassing having to pull out that card or the food stamp book. Yeah, because they were like coupons, like looked like little coupons before they were actual cards. It used to be embarrassing having to pull that card out. Now I don't give a fuck. I'm survive how I can survive. And that's just real shit. I was on them in college and I needed them. I needed them in college. Play with me. I thank God I was on food stamps in college. I actually got to eat a healthy meal. Playing. Y'all play too much. Ugh. All right. So, y'all take this how y'all want to take it. The man is racist. He's racist. I cannot put it anywhere else. This man, and y'all know who this man I'm talking about, but I cannot put his name in this sentence together. This man said, undocumented workers are born to work in fields. Where have we heard that before? Undocumented workers were born to work in the field. These people do it naturally. They don't get a bad back, because if they get a bad back, they this is him on recording saying this. On recording saying this. This is what this man said on a recording, a live recording. Undocumented workers are born to work in fields. These people do it naturally. They don't get bad backs, because if they get a bad back, he's oh my God, I cannot stand this man. The shit that comes out his mouth. Like, that just, he says it out loud. There's nothing wrong in this country anymore with being a racist. Because if the president can do it, why can't everybody else? That's so dehumanizing. Like, that's really dehumanizing. Acting like undocumented workers haven't done anything else. They do more than just work the fields and the land. They're doctors, they're lawyers, they're teachers, they're nurses. They do everything. This is when you start minimizing races and cultures to one thing. Like, black people could be nothing but hood and ghetto. That was what white people thought of us until cable came. Until the internet came out. And they realized, oh my God, black people are educated. Oh, they go to college. They got colleges? When they get colleges? Y'all, I walked into a hospital. I saw a black nurse. That's how they acting. That is how they're acting. Dead ass. That's insane. I just can't. I can't with this man. I really fucking can't. Like, this man is insane. He literally is. YouTube, if you're in YouTube, can you type to see if the words are still working? I just want to make sure that I can still see y'all typing. Who will make history? I don't know. I don't know who will make history. This is sad. If you cannot type and you my YouTube land, please let me know and come over to my TikTok and let me know if there's something up with YouTube, if I need to restart it. Oh, y'all are here. Okay. Good morning. Good morning. I want to make sure y'all here. Okay, so when it comes to the Epstein files, we got a lot of shit. First and foremost, Republicans got off their knees. They finally got off their knees. They wiped their face off and they said, hey, we want the Epstein files. They requested, they subpoenaed the Epstein files. I don't know what's going to happen with them, but they did subpoena the Epstein files. On top of that, they also, Florida Representative Anna Pauline Luna, the same girl that sold her own people under the bus, sorry, I just got my braces tightened. She says the House will subpoena Bill and Hillary Clinton over the Epstein files. What the fuck does that? That don't even make any sense. Why do they need Bill and Hillary? Like, do you know something we don't know? Do you know something we don't know? Because y'all can subpoena them, but y'all can't subpoena Trump. Most black men will never be married, so there ain't. Boy, get your ass. Somebody get MJB out of here. I ain't got time for him today. I don't have time for it. Where my mods at? Somebody get MJB out of here. I think I got some mods in here, right? Do I have any mods in my thing? Thank you. Thank you. On top of that, Ghislaine Maxwell said that Trump was never present when it came to little girls or messing with little girls. She never seen it. She never saw him messing with anybody young. I call bullshit. Thank you, Kim. I call bullshit. But you know what? She gonna do whatever she can do to get the fuck out of jail. She gonna do whatever she can do to get the hell out of jail. We already knew that. Y'all asking her, why don't you ask the victims? Y'all have the victims' names. You don't have to go on record in public. You can ask the victims that. You don't want to ask the victims what they thought? Or why would you ask the person that's sitting in jail that would do anything to get the fuck out of jail? That's stupid. So she said that JD Vance is trying to hold a secret meeting because MAGA is turning on them for the Epstein files. So he wants a secret meeting with everybody, trying to get everybody in their ducks and rows together. This shit is just getting way worse than what it is. The problem is they don't want the names, the prominent names that are attached to that fucking list. They don't want that the names to come out. They don't want the names. I want to know the names. I just want to know the names. I just want to know, who is it? Who is it? I want to know. We know nobody's going to go to jail. I just want to see the prominent names that actually visited that island. I'm curious. I'm nosy. I just want to know. I just want to know because I am nosy. That's just it. Nothing more, nothing less. That's all I want to know. But we shall see if they actually, give it out. We're going to see if that actually happens. Y'all seen in the news the man that unalived 4 people for leaving their baby abandoned? They caught him. And whoever turned him in, give them that money. But you know what? You abandoned a baby. Wait, hold on. Something ain't right. 4 counts of first degree murder, aggravated kidnapping, and multiple charges. Oh, he took the 15-year-old. Okay, so Austin Drummond, 28, was taken into custody Tuesday morning in Jackson, Tennessee. Police say U.S. Marshals located him after he was seen in an area Sunday evening. A shelter-in-place order was issued for security footage, and Drummond, armed with a rifle, was wearing camouflage, appearing to enter the building. Drummond had been on the run since July 29th and was wanted on 4 counts of first-degree aggravated kidnapping, and multiple pew-pew charges. The victims, Matthew Wilson, 21, Adriana Williams, 20, Courtney Rose, 38, and Brandon Williams, 15, were deceased in a wooded area in Tiptonville, north of Memphis. According to Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, authorities haven't revealed how they were unalived or a possible motive. The victims were related to baby Drummond, left in front of a yard about 40 miles away. He flagged someone down to help after abandoning the child, who is now safe and being cared for. Oh, so he took the damn baby. He took the baby. See, psychos come in all shapes and sizes and colors. He took the baby. What was the reason? I need a motive. I need a motive for real. I really need a motive, because I be like, you know what? That's why I like watching CSI and Criminal Minds and shit. Because I be like, what's going through your mind to make you take out a whole family and then take the baby? And then abandon the baby? Ooh, what was the reason? It's not even funny. Those kind of situations, I'd be like, damn, did you just wake up one day and say, hey, I'm about that life. I'm about to handle business. And I don't give a damn, what happens to me? Like, do you give up on life and just decide that that's the only way you're going to get taken out? I'm getting to that, Lee. I'm getting to that. Trust me, I'm getting to all of this. Christopher Robertson in Georgia. I know y'all probably haven't heard about this, so I'm going to bring it to y'all light. Feds arrest a Georgia man by the name of Christopher Robertson, who deemed himself the official spokesperson for the white race. Okay? Christopher Robinson, a Georgia man who dubbed himself as a spokesperson for the white race, was arrested by FBI after a tense standoff, facing federal charges for threatening Black and Jewish people online and in person. Authorities say Robertson posted violent and hate-filled rants on social media, visited Jewish community centers, and making menacing remarks, and filmed himself brandishing a loaded you-know-what. Prosecutors allege his actions went far beyond opinion into criminal threats. This is the kind of shit that comes from the top in the president's office. This is what's going to start happening. They're not showing this shit on national TV, but these are the type of people that's going to start popping up. Caucasian people who have nothing but hate, and nothing but hate. They finally have somebody in the office that sees the hate that they see. And this is what's going to start happening. This is just it. This is what we're going to be facing. People like this, who've always been like this, but been scared to act on it. Now they are filled with that, to act on it. And I'm gonna go ahead and add this shit in too. And you can be mad at me if you want. ICE is the new KKK. ICE is the new KKK. They are now allowing 18-year-olds to join ICE. And yes, failed actor Dean Cain is supporting that shit as well. They use Dean Cain. You could have used somebody else. Yes. They're using 18-year-olds. And you know what a lot of 18-year-old boys that look like this have issues with? Everybody. 18-year-old boys are angry at the world. They still trying to figure out how to develop their hormones and how to actually regulate them bitches. And you gonna put a fucking you know what in their hand so they can actually go harass and track down people? You're gonna allow children, because at 18 you are still a child to me. You can't even vote. You're gonna use 18-year-olds who use violent video games, and you're gonna put them out in real life to hunt down women, children, and adults. Men. A lot of people are about to be hurt. Because one thing an adolescent is unpredictable. An 18-year-old is unpredictable. They are not fully developed to do that work. They are not prepared to do that work. And I guarantee you they're not going to get that much training, because police officers barely get goddamn training. But it's okay. You're old enough to join ICE, right? But you're not going to be old enough to drink anymore, because Trump is moving that up to the age of 30. Yeah. He's moving the age limit of drinking from 21 to 30. Not a lie. Not a lie. Not a lie. Go look it up. Not a lie. Go look it up. I wish I was lying, but I'm not lying. I wish that was a lie. Go look it up. I don't have to give you proof. It's in my recap. If you followed me on TikTok, you could see the recap. He is pushing to change the age limit from 21 to 30. So you're going to be old enough to join the army in the armed services. You're not old enough. You're going to be old enough to vote. You're going to be old enough to join ISIS, but you're not going to be old enough to put a beer in your hand and have a good drink. It's not funny, but goddamn. First, they make y'all sign up and register your name to watch pornography, and now y'all can't drink. These adolescents are about to tear shit up. These 21-year-olds are about to tear shit up. I'm sorry. You got to put your name on a register every time you go and look at some pornography in your state. And now you can't even be old enough to get a drink. Woo, there's going to be some built up tension. And then y'all going to send him out to ICE. I'm just like, this is all too, like, this is like a setup for someone to explode. Now, I'm serious, y'all. Think about it. I'm 3 years from the drinking limit. But I can't watch pornography anymore either. And now the age limit for partying for me has gone to 30. The fuck? And now women by the age of, by 2030, women from the ages of 25 up to 44 are going to be single and not have kids. Y'all are losing, men. All y'all gonna have is ICE. I'm just saying, this shit is ugly. He is producing an environment that will not be safe. McDonald's and Starbucks is sponsoring this live. Can somebody get these people out of here? Oh, Jenny 123. Jenny, you're not even, you're a white girl. I'm sorry. I don't deal with people who can't stand in the sun too long. Can someone get Jenny out of here? Get Jenny from the block out of here. Don't be fooled by the rocks that I got. I'm just saying, y'all. No, seriously. This is not a healthy environment for nobody. Like, this is gonna mess up everything. Clubs are gonna be shut down. A lot of businesses are about to be shut down because they rely on the teenage, the adolescents to come through. They rely on that shit. A lot of college towns are about to be fucked up because a lot of them rely on the business of people who are 21, 18 to come in and party and drink. It's already bad because Gen Z doesn't drink as much as millennials, and y'all wouldn't have to because y'all ain't really been through no shit yet. Nobody drinks as much as millennials. We done been through too much, okay? Columbine, the World Trade Center, goddamn Bosnia, shit. We done been through a lot, okay? COVID, a hostile takeover of the government. Like, we have a reason to be the way we are, okay? Big ass fucking kids with bills that drink a lot and go to therapy. That is the sum up of millennials. Gen Z don't drink like we do. So that's already down the drain. And they're not repeat customers when it comes to bars. They close their tabs. So, this is about to mess up a lot of people's business, including Republican business. I'm just being real. The older you get, the less you drink. And that's just real shit. I can only drink a little bit. I can't even drink like that anymore. So they rely on the younger groups to keep the money flowing. And now they're going to move that shit up to 30. Now he wants to move that up to 30. Have fun. Have fun with that shit. Yes. Yes. It will be officially at 30. Trump is, I'm just going to read the shit for y'all since nobody believes me. They think I'm joking. I'm not joking, y'all. I collect these headlines all damn day for this reason. I am not joking. I promise, because when I read that shit, I'm like, did he really say that? Yes, breaking news. The U.S. to raise legal drinking limit to the age of 30 after studies reveal brain development continues into the late 20s. Okay? New federal guidelines are pushing to raise the legal drinking age from 21 to 30 after multiple long-term studies found that the brain doesn't fully mature until around the age of 28. Okay, supporters of the proposal say it's necessary for public health measures to protect cognitive development, while critics argue it unfairly targets young adults and restricts personal freedom. Early reports said the law could roll out in select states before becoming national. Good luck, red states. Red states is going to be first. Red states are going to be first. Oh my God, stop asking me for my fucking source. Go look it up. I'm not giving you the source. Go look it up. Do your own homework. I'm not here to do the work for you. I'm here to inform you so you can go do your own digging. That's it. I told y'all last year, if y'all men, I told y'all last year, men, if you vote for Trump, you're voting for your abstinence and you're voting for pornography to go off the internet. I said that last year. And what happened? Babies are not being made at a higher rate, which means women are not really giving it up, okay? Women are not giving it up the way they used to because we don't have any protections of our own bodies anymore. Why would I lay with you? Second, I told y'all would not have pornography to rely on. The reason y'all won't have it to rely on, because the Republicans want to get rid of that shit. And look what happened. Birth rates are down to 1.6. The lowest it's ever been in this country. And pornography, you actually have to sign your name for that shit. You actually have to sign up for that shit, which means every time you go on that site, your name and your information is being collected and stored. Baby, age verification is a bitch, ain't it? And now they coming after alcohol. Woo! This is what y'all get. This is what racism gets you. Everybody gets hit. Everybody gets hit when you vote for racism. When you think you are better than another race or another demographic, this is what happens to you. This is what happens. The collective pays. But I'm still going to laugh in your face because I'm not affected either way. I'm not giving it up. I ain't having no kids. And I'm over the age of 30. And I got my imagination to get me off. Woo! Vote red. I'm sorry, y'all. This shit is funny. You gotta find the humor in this shit. Because if you don't, you're gonna be depressed. If you don't find the humor, you're gonna be fucking depressed. I am sorry this is happening to y'all, but it's gonna roll out in the red states first. So, just be prepared for that. Red states will be hit before anybody else. Now, here's some kind of good news. We won Delaware House. We got a Delaware House seat, Democrats. And no, I'm not a Democrat, but I side with Democrats right now because shit, that's the better part. We got the House and can someone get J. LeBron James? I don't know who that is. Get him out of here. I'm tired of seeing it. I don't do no face, no case. You don't get no representation here. Yeah, so we have the Delaware seat. Alana Berry, she wins Delaware House District 20 in a special election. So that is great. On top of that, we had a Republican switch over to Democrat. Former Lieutenant Governor Jeff Duncan officially switches parties to the Democratic Party. Who does he represent? Yes, Duncan's officially switched. Switch could signal that he no longer has hope for the Republican Party. I think he's a Georgia Lieutenant Governor. I'm not too sure, but he switched over. We do have a Democrat retiring from his seat. I think his ass should have retired a long fucking time ago, not at the age of 80. But let me give you that as well, because that shit didn't make no sense. Talking about it's time for a younger for the younger generation. You got me fucked up. You should have been out a long time ago. 83-year-old Illinois Congressman Danny Davis announced that he won't seek re-election after over 30 years in Congress. He says now it's time to pass the torch to the younger generation. Your ass should have been out 20 years ago. You ain't doing us no favors. Your ass should have been out 20 years ago. Real shit. I'm just, after you need glasses to see the small print, retire. If you need a walking cane or a scooter to get in that House of Congress, retire. If you wearing Depends, retire. If your ankles swell up, retire. If you got medication for everything that's going on in your body, retire. You are no longer capable of doing anything for us. Get the fuck out. I'm just, you know, it just has to be said. It has to. Like, the older it gets, the worse it gets for everybody. And that's just real shit. It's making it harder on everyone. And I personally cannot stand that shit at all. I discussed this on my page already. Goodbye, BET Hip Hop Awards. Goodbye, Soul Train Music Awards. Now, I want y'all to understand that Soul Train, that BET itself is owned by CBS Paramount. And you know who just won their little fight with CBS Paramount? Donald Trump. CBS Paramount will now put a bias monitor on everything. Yes. And we already know it's going to be a whitewash of BET. BET is going to get eliminated little by little by little. And I don't give a fuck what y'all say about BET not being it no more. And BET is boring right now. BET was black entertainment no matter what. All you saw was black on that fucking channel. So you eliminate that whole station, that's it. There's no more our representation fully. That's the only place where you can see black on black on black on black. That's just it. And that is controlling the narrative. We're going to soon turn on the TV. It's going to be nothing but white folks. And that's it. That's it. And that is his point. It's to eliminate the presentation of black people and people of color on TV so white little kids only see themselves. That's just it. Y'all want to play like it's a game and buy BET. They want to do it. Y'all stupid. Because y'all missing the bigger picture. You're missing the bigger picture. That man has CBS in his pocket. 60 Minutes got compromised. Stephen Colbert, gone. He already trying to get rid of The View. He's going after anybody and everybody that does not look or sound the way he wants them to sound. And y'all sitting here playing his damn games. Don't be stupid. Think bigger. It's not just about BET. It's going to be everybody. They already are not hiring black and minority actresses and actors for commercials and shit like that. Movie studios are being told to pull back on their demographics when it comes to black and minority movies. Everybody's trying to cave to this man. Y'all better start saving y'all movies and y'all TV shows and everything else so you can show your kids. Because if this man gets what he wants, there will not be any representation of anybody but white folks. And that's going to be boring as fuck. Sorry, not sorry. But a lot of y'all don't do it for me unless y'all are weird. And what I mean by weird, I mean like Big Bang Theory weird. Sheldon weird. That's the kind of shit I like watching. That's the only thing that's going to do it for me. It's going to be boring as fuck. Let's keep it moving. Detroit, Michigan. Is anybody from Detroit? Anybody in Detroit, Michigan? They're shutting down the Pepsi manufacturing plant there. They're shutting down y'all plant for Pepsi. Pepsi is leaving. So a lot of jobs are about to be lost. Pepsi is closing its manufacturing operations in Detroit, marking a major shift in U.S. logistics. The closure will impact jobs and local distribution in the region. No reason was officially given, but it comes amid broader reconstruction across the industry. I don't know what the reason is. They're not saying, but I think it's political. I think they're going to move from there somewhere else. They're moving. I don't know where they're going, but they're shutting down their production there, and it's gonna cost a lot of y'all jobs, and I know that, and I'm sorry that that's about to happen to y'all. It sucks. Okay, so let's get into Palestine and Israel. The Freedom Flotilla, they're going to do another Freedom Flotilla. It's going to launch on the 31st, August the 31st. I am hoping that black man don't get his ass back on that ship, but we can't tell him what to do. You already know that he will not be treated like everybody else. I saw that when he first got on there, and I was like, oh, they about to do you wrong, boy. And you already know that. One thing Jewish people don't like is us, most definitely. Especially over there. They don't like us at all. But they are going to do another Freedom Flotilla on August 31st to try to get into Gaza. Don't know if they're going to make it, but good luck. Germany said they will not take in any sick babies and children from Gaza. They won't accept any sick children. They won't, and this is cries from German people. German people wanted to take in the babies and the children, at least to get them medical care, at least to get them food and get them shelter. Families were volunteering to bring those babies in, and Germany said no, because they said it will not help those kids. I so think that's fucked up, because that would help those children. I watched a little boy named, I think his name was Muhammad, yesterday. I tried to hold myself together, but he was digging through rubble, and he was like, the cameraman was like, what are you looking for? And he was like, I'm looking for my grandparents. And he was like, where are your grandparents? And he was like, under the rocks, under the rubble. And he just kept pulling rocks and pulling rocks. And he was like, I need my grandma, I need my grandpa, I need them, I need them. And I just, like, at least it would give these babies a peace of mind. There are women there that are having to struggle for their daughters that are coming into their cycles, and they don't know how to prepare them for that in this climate. These little girls are going through puberty in this area, and they don't have medication. They don't have pads. They don't have tampons. They're literally scraping together pieces of clothing, jean clothing, so they could hold it together while they're going through that. Like, y'all could have took the babies. Y'all could have took the kids. Like, they could have taken those kids. I think that's fucked up. Benny Boy said that, I really wish y'all would try it again to do what y'all was going to do to him the first time. Benny Boy saying free Palestine is equivalent to Hell Hitler. This is his words. Y'all are some weak ass bitches. Like, anybody that supports this man is a weak ass bitch. And that's 535 people in Congress. That's 500. Now y'all can start shooting, because I'm about to start acting stupid. That's 535 members of Congress. Do you not know that AIPAC has paid $204 million to keep our Congress people that we vote into fucking office under their motherfucking thumb? Do y'all not know that? 98% of our Congress is paid by AIPAC. When y'all go to them voting polls, and when y'all start going to these fucking council meetings, and they start doing their fucking campaigns, you ask them about AIPAC. You don't let that shit ride. Especially people of color. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Hakeem Jeffries, Cory Booker. I'm going to keep talking about them too. I may never get to interview their asses ever in my life, but that shit don't fly with me. You're a black man taking money from people who are actually committing a whole Holocaust. What the fuck do you really stand for? Who the fuck are you really fighting for? Where our people come from and you taking money from them? Y'all can't be our leaders. And y'all can record this shit. Cory Booker and Hakeem Jeffries are bitches to AIPAC. That's who they are to me. Every time I think that they could be better, every time I think they give us a little bit of fucking hope, I'm reminded that they are actually accepting money not to do anything about this. 98% of our Congress, Senate, and House take money from AIPAC. Only 10 representatives, 10 members of Congress don't accept anything. Only 10. You know what your Republican constituents were doing while they're at recess? They didn't want to come see y'all asses in y'all states. They wanted to ignore y'all. They took the break that they're supposed to be going to speak to their constituents, and they went to go see Benny Boy and bend the knee. That's what they did. They went to go see Benny Boy and they bent the knee to him. It is to the point where Israel's flag is being flown higher than the American flag in places. In Florida, if you refuse to do work with anybody that supports Israel, you can be in trouble. When the fuck did that start happening? Mike Johnson said he visited, just came back from Israel and said, Christians and God says that the West Bank belongs to the Jewish people and it's ordained by God. Y'all are going to hell. This is where the gifts need to come in, y'all. Because this is where I'm pump the hearts, okay? This is where I need y'all to start pumping the hearts, okay? This is where I need y'all to start pumping the hearts, okay? Because this is where I'm going to get in trouble, okay? Y'all playing with God. One thing I have learned that, and I saw one of my mutuals say this, and it made so much fucking sense. In order for YT people to commit atrocities against anybody, they need to have a blessing from God. They need to have a scripture from God. They need to have something ordained from the Bible that say it's okay to put people in slavery. It is okay to wipe out a whole race of people. They use Bibles and God to do that shit. They must have an ordained message from above that gives them the right to harm people. They have used God through generations to slaughter, to take, to control, to abuse, to unalive, to grape everybody. There's not a place in this world that white folks have not touched. And it's all in the name of Jesus Christ. How fucked up is that? They're doing the Lord's work by burning a cross in people's lawns. They did the Lord's work when they threw black babies into the damn bayous and shit to feed alligators. That was the Lord's work. The Lord's work was getting people from other countries to come work on our railroads. That was the Lord, and then turning around and putting them in internment camps. That was the Lord's work. Now the Lord's work is fucking brutalizing a whole goddamn group of people for a fucking land near Jerusalem. For a damn land grab near Jerusalem. Because somewhere in the damn Bible, God ordained that shit. But he fixed that shit in Acts. Any child that worships him is a child of God, not just Jewish people. And yes, we all do worship God, but we worship him in our own way. We call him different things. But he's still the same man. Congo and Sudan as well. And I'm going to tell y'all something right now. The new Apple Fold phone, that bitch is $2,000. Apple CEO just went to Trump and gave him a fucking plaque and said he was going to invest another $100 million into the U.S. You ain't going to see none of that fucking money. Y'all need to start boycotting Apple. Stop buying these new fucking phones because it's doing nothing but causing more issues in the Congo and Sudan. That's where they're getting the minerals from to build these fucking phones that y'all are buying for $2,000 that don't really change. The only reason they're doing a flip phone is because Samsung already did it. Samsung doesn't get his minerals from there. They don't get their minerals from there. But Apple does. You don't see Samsung running up there to give Trump any fucking thing. But Apple is. Why the fuck are y'all still supporting them? All y'all phones break. I've had one phone for like 6 or 7 years. It's never broken. I've never needed an upgrade. You know what I need to do when my phone start acting funny? Update that bitch or turn it off and turn it on. Y'all got a whole store to fix y'all shit. We ain't got no stores. Want to know why? Because we don't need one. And I'm going to tell you right now, my phone is better than the upgrade. I got an Android. I got a Samsung Galaxy. I'm just saying, y'all need a whole fucking store to fix y'all shit. I've had the same phone for 6 years and it's never broken. My screen ain't even cracked. But y'all sitting here busting y'all ass to buy a fucking phone from a white man who don't give a fuck about nobody because he's using people in other countries to dig up a mineral so y'all can pay $2,000 for a damn phone. So he can give that money to Trump. I'm just saying. What are y'all really buying? What are y'all really buying? Y'all need to stop putting y'all money into the stupid shit. An Apple phone is stupid. Why do you need a new phone? You don't. What you need to do is get a phone that you actually can use properly. Let me get off that soapbox. I'm bringing it back down. Okay? Now, everybody knew yesterday that parts of the U.S. Constitution was removed from the official government website, including the right to habeas corpus. That means the right for your ass to actually be seen in front of a court and for you to be able to get your ass out quick, okay? And on top of that, he also removed the part where states could not make deals and shit with other countries and move on their own. He also removed the part that said Congress could not look over his ass. Can someone get one Libyan out of here, girl? I don't know what the fuck you doing, but you're pissing me off. I've already talked. Yes, you're about to be blocked. I don't like spamming in my comments. It's annoying as fuck. I saw it. I recognized it. I moved on. I can't stay on everything. This is what happens when y'all vote the way y'all vote. I can't focus on one thing. I have to go through every fucking thing. This is the reason. The reason I can't focus on Sudan, Congo, and Palestine by itself is because of this fucking vote and this man in office. I can't do that shit. I gotta focus on everybody. Speaking of everybody, Indiana will be the new location for alligator Alcatraz. Indiana has accepted it. Indiana will be the new place for alligator Alcatraz. Red states will be lining up to get $600 million just to do that shit. That's what it is. They're going to start moving around. Just be prepared for them to pop up in red states. And let me make something very clear. The more prisons that are built in certain states, in certain areas, like rural areas that are white, those people in those areas, in those prisons and stuff, they count as a person, but they don't get to vote. A lot of prisons, they count as a person, but they don't get to vote. But that person goes to whatever the majority vote is in that area. That's why white folks like building prisons in their small towns. And that's why they went big in certain places like Florida. You know how many goddamn prisons Florida have? Jail cells Florida have? They use bodies to win elections. They use bodies to win elections. Starbucks is being sued. Starbucks is being sued for putting too much ice in their iced coffees, with customers demanding more drink for money paid. Hey, if you water it down, you water it down. Get to it. Don't be fucking up people's shit. Don't do that. We are now going to destroy a satellite for climate science. Yep. Frumpy has ordered that NASA blow up a satellite for climate science. Why? Why does everything that's scientific have to go? The fuck? We need that. That don't even make any sense. I don't know why, but they doing that shit. Like, we need this satellite. No bullshit. The way the climate is fucking up, we need that. We ain't got nothing to do it. This is good. Students are now deciding not to go to Columbia or Brown. Brown and Columbia both caved to Trump. They both agreed to provide Trump administration with detailed admissions data as a part of the settlements. This includes information about applicants' race. Yes, they're collecting race. They're going to use that as a catalyst to how many black people get into school, how many white people get into school. Oh, there's not enough white people there. You need to get rid of the black people. Oh, there's too many Hispanics and Latinos getting in. Yes. This comes after Brown and Columbia decided to side with Israel and Zionists. I'm going to tell you something right now. If your child wants to go to a university, make sure it's not a university that caved to that ass. I say we break them hoes. Columbia and Brown's universities only make as much money as they have with student bodies. That's how they get their funding. The student body gives them the federal funding. I'm happy people are choosing not to go because I would not want to be on no type of register. I know we already own 1 million of them, but you're not going to collect my race. That's bullshit. I don't know where the fuck Brown is, but they can kiss my ass. Now, I'm about to piss off a lot of YT people, so y'all keep the hearts pumping. I'm about to piss up a lot of YT people. So, we all saw the shit with Jigsaw Chin, Megyn Kelly, and Pierce Morgan, little chipmunk looking ass. We saw them both come after Beyonce. Megyn Kelly said Beyonce looks artificial and everything about her is artificial. And Pierce Morgan said that Beyonce was culturally appropriating Marilyn Monroe. For all the white people in the room, I want to give y'all a little education. Marilyn Monroe got her whole look from Dorothy Dandridge. Okay? Dorothy Dandridge was a famous black singer. She could pass almost as ambiguous. She was one of the first black women to sing at the Flamingo Club. She was the body of sex appeal, class, and grace. Okay? Marilyn Monroe got her whole look from Dorothy Dandridge. And the reason that she was able to be bigger than Dorothy Dandridge is because she was white. Okay? This was in a time where black artists and stuff could sing at the club. They could perform at the clubs, but they had to go through the back room. They had to change in the kitchen. They couldn't swim in the pools. They couldn't enter through the front door. So Marilyn Monroe got her whole look and her whole style from Dorothy Dandridge. But Marilyn Monroe couldn't really sing. She was just beautiful. I ain't gonna take that away from her. Fucking gorgeous. So, Pierce Morgan, keep your ass on the other side of the pond. Now, as far as Megyn Kelly calling Beyonce artificial, y'all saying that she's trying to be a white woman. Let me make something very fucking clear. Black people can have blonde hair and blue eyes. That is genetics. That has nothing to do with one sector of a race. Okay? Just like white people can have black hair and brown eyes. Okay? Black people can have blonde hair and blue eyes. It's a whole fucking country in Africa and off the coast that have nothing but indigenous people that are black, African that have blonde hair and blue fucking eyes. They're called melanism or something like that. Y'all are stupid to keep using that as a catalyst. It makes no sense because it shows how ignorant y'all actually are, because y'all don't know the difference between genetics and add-ons. You cannot genetically be anybody else. Hair color does not stick with one fucking individual race. That goes all across the board. I've seen Latino girls with blonde hair. Get the fuck over it. Last but not motherfucking least, I'm about to give y'all a little education when it comes to blue jeans. Since y'all want to say it's cultural appropriation. Any white person that is wearing jeans is culturally appropriating black people. I'm going to say that again. Any white person or person of color that is not of African American descendant of chattel slavery, is appropriating when you wear blue jeans. Okay? Here's a little history lesson. America's favorite blue jeans were first woven, created, and made by black people. Every time you roll up your denim cuff to your jacket sleeve, remember, you wearing shit that we created. Enslaved black folks were forced to produce a fabric that could withstand extreme labor conditions of chattel slavery and whippings as punishment. So they created this fucking material so they could withstand the lashes and the heat that was taken in those goddamn fields. Okay? Now, thus, making indigo, which is the blue color part of blue jeans, the indigo blue, that is an ancestral tool that was brought from the motherfucking motherlands, okay, Africa. Y'all didn't create that shit here. Indigo blue was brought from Africa, okay? That was made here and used for that material, okay? That is the South's blue gold. Now, denim was originally called slave cloth for you white folks. Denim was initially called slave cloth. Okay, and was deemed unfit by anyone who wasn't enslaved. Ooh, y'all walking around in slave clothes. Oh, you love how you see how they go from what we've created to putting a white girl with blonde hair and blue eyes in our shit and saying my jeans are good. No, you're wearing slave jeans. You're wearing slave cloth. Okay. As slavery shifted, denim was worn by sharecroppers, then factory workers. Black organizers in the South, particularly Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, wore denim to signal class solidarity with black workers while organizing them to vote. So the overalls y'all would see. Black activists turned denim into a radical uniform adopted by many throughout history, including anti-militarism movements and subcultures like punk rock. Yeah, that was created by us too. Celebrities and big money corporations will tell you otherwise, but your favorite jeans, overalls, tucker jackets are all fucking black. So when y'all sit here and y'all talk about this white girl with her blue eyes and her blonde hair and her fake lips and her no ass and the boobs that everybody has seen, her jeans are black jeans. Black folks created them jeans. White folks appropriated it. Like y'all appropriate every fucking thing. Y'all did not create them. Y'all are wearing slave clothes. Y'all wearing the slave cloth. Anytime you put on a fucking pair of jeans, remember that shit. Bitch, it wasn't made for you. It was never supposed to be y'all's. But here we got American Eagle. Beyonce has more right to wear them fucking jeans than that white girl. Beyonce has more right of wearing those Levi jeans than her wearing those American Eagle jeans. Those were created by her ancestors, not y'all's. I'm sick of y'all trying to play this fucking game like y'all the shit. Y'all not. The only thing y'all can do culturally is appropriate. Y'all cannot create shit without us. And we're not going to let the history books fool you, baby. We know most of the shit that y'all said y'all created was probably created by a black person or a person of color, and y'all just slapped y'all name on it. Like y'all do every fucking thing. Y'all are so fucking insufferable. And anybody, I'm gonna start, you know what? Anytime y'all hear this conversation pop up about Beyonce and old girl, let them know they're wearing slave clothes. Let them know they're wearing slave cloths. Tell their asses to get out there in the fucking field. I can wear jeans proudly. My ancestors created that shit. What did yours do? Oh, I'm sorry. Make us create that shit so our lashings wouldn't be so hard. So we could withstand the heat of picking the fucking cotton that lives in the US dollar now. Everything y'all fucking touch comes from us. Stupids. And with that, I bid you guys an adieu. I will not be here tomorrow because my brother is getting married, so I have to go to the wedding. I will see you guys. I will be posting though, but I just won't be able to do the daily recap because I have to go be a bridesmaid. But other than that, I will see y'all Monday with a recap. If you're looking for the information, it is in my recap video if you want to go dig a little deeper on some shit, which I encourage you guys to do so. And I will see you guys later. Have a good day. Bye, peoples. And stop buying the subscription, y'all. I keep telling y'all, I have nothing in the subscribe area. I don't do subscriptions, okay? Not on YouTube. I'm talking about TikTok. Y'all are wasting y'all money. Stop it. Bye, YouTube. If you have a question, just put it in the live video after it posts. Then I will answer your questions there. I will send you the information. If you have questions, once this video is posted, put the question under there and we can discuss it later. Bye.